Around and around we go. Where do we go? Nobody knows, except I do. And today we are going to talk about power adapters. I labeled this episode, I got the power adapter. So the first thing I'm going to address is what is a power adapter? In simple terms, it's the end piece that goes into the plug. Sometimes it's connected to the whole device and you can't detach it, like with an extension cord, hair dryers. Some you can detach, such as your phone piece. So if you have like a USB that can connect it and then you can plug it into the wall, then that is a detachable power adapter. Why is this important to acknowledge when you're planning your trip abroad? Is because depending on the country you're in, they will use a different adapter because they have a different type of outlet. Well, how many type of outlets could there be? Let me sing it in the alphabet song. There's type A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. It stops at O. So depending on which country you're in, you might need one. The US typically uses a type A one. Some are three-pronged, some are two-pronged. Some countries you might need a type C. So when I went to Korea, I realized, oh, you need a type C. And type C is not like a type A because type C has two circles for their prongs. So it looks like two beady eyes staring at you. Well, how do you know which one is your country? You can either try to Google it or you can try to find a site that can help explain it. So, the site I use to help explain the differences between the different plugs and adapters would be zangra.com/en_us/FAQ/different types of plugs and outlets. So, if you just look up Zangra, different types of outlets, you'll probably get the answer. The site also have images down below of all the different types of outlets. If you do your research and you can confirm that your type is different than your destinations, what should be your next step? To me, your next step should be finding a travel adapter. Typically, you can find one that's all in one. So it gives out the top countries or top destinations and they'll have it there. You can find these easily on Amazon. They typically look like a very big cube that has different switches coming out of it because you can pull one in and you could take one out, but your input, like the way that you have to insert it, will always be like a type A 2 and 3 prong. It's not hard to use once you read the instructions, but it does look very complex. You can get that one, or you can get the one where you can just plug it directly in, and at the bottom side, the one that they will plug into the international outlet could be just that type. This could save you a lot of money just because you are able to buy it here and you don't have to try to go find all the different types of plugs for your different electronics while you're abroad. If you have the money or you just want to spend the money that you have, you can most likely go into the destination's electronics store and just buy their adapters, chargers, so that way you can just plug it up when you get back to your lodging. So, yeah, this is the end. Round and around we go. Where did we go? We went and we talked about power adapters and travel adapters that you could possibly buy. I guess I'll just see you all around.